The best Wi-Fi 7 routers offer the fastest speeds possible to upgrade your home network. We can tell you which one is the best for your home or apartment as we started reviewing Wi-Fi 7 routers as soon as they became available and are continuing to add new models to this list as they're released. Just like we do with traditional Wi-Fi routers and mesh Wi-Fi systems, we put each Wi-Fi 7 router we review through extensive real-world testing, but we also use network benchmarking software as well. This way, we can tell you which ones offer the best range and coverage, and which ones are better at sending a signal through walls. To help you find the right model, we've listed the top 5 best Wi-Fi 7 routers and their key features, plus the things you need to consider to help you choose the best one for you, and as always, you can check pricing for any of these products in the description below. Like the video, comment, and don't forget to subscribe. Now, let's get started. Number 5. Eero Max 7 Mesh-Powered Wi-Fi. 7 is made simple with plenty of multi-gig ports. The Eero Max 7 is Amazon's first Wi-Fi 7 router, and like other Eero devices, it's a mesh Wi-Fi system since the company doesn't actually make any traditional Wi-Fi routers. It's priced slightly higher than the Deco BE85 at $1,900 for a 3-pack or $1,140 for a 2-pack. However, Eero does sell single-unit add-ons for $600 if you want to build out your mesh network later. During our testing, the Eero Max 7 reached a maximum speed of 1.78 Gbps at a distance of 15 feet. However, moving further away from the router saw a major decrease in speeds with 146 Mbps at 50 feet, and a paltry 16.8 Mbps at 90 feet. The Eero Max 7 did a good job of punching data through a wall with speeds of 789.1 Mbps, 25 feet from the router. While Eero's past mesh Wi-Fi systems like the Eero Pro 6e featured a puck-shaped design, the company has done things differently this time by going with a design that more closely resembles the Orbi RBE973. This does allow for more ports at the back. On the rear of the Eero Max 7, you'll find two 10 gigabit Ethernet ports, along with two 2.5 gigabit Ethernet ports. There isn't a USB port for sharing data across your network though. Although the Eero Max 7 fell short at middle and long distances in terms of download speeds, you still can't beat how easy this mesh Wi-Fi system is to set up using the Eero app. Also, if you want to extend your mesh network further, you can always use a newer Echo Dot as a mesh extender. Number 4. Netgear Orbi RBE973. Excellent Wi-Fi 7 mesh performance at a premium. The Orbi RBE973 is the latest and greatest mesh Wi-Fi system from Netgear. And like the Wi-Fi 6E powered Orbi RBE963 it replaces, you're paying a premium for excellent performance along with plenty of ports. For instance, a 2-pack sells for $1,690, while a 3-pack will set you back $2,299. However, if you want a premium mesh router with Wi-Fi 7 that's also future-proof, it could be worth the price depending on your needs and budget. During our testing, the Orbi RBE973 easily reached speeds of over 2 Gbps at 15 feet from the router. This mesh kit had a maximum range of 95 in our tests, but since Wi-Fi 7 uses the 6 GHz band, speeds fell off quickly as we moved our testing laptop farther away from it. At a distance of 50 feet, the Orbi RBE973 provided download speeds of 490 Mbps, and at 90 feet, we could only get 25.3 Mbps down. If you do need to connect to this mesh Wi-Fi system from farther away, you'll see better performance if you switch from its 6 GHz band to the 5 GHz band. One of the things we really like about the Orbi RBE973 is that besides its 6.5 and 2.5 GHz bands, there's also an extra 5 GHz band dedicated to backhaul between the main router and its satellites. Design-wise, this mesh kit is a bit different than other Orbi devices, just like with the Eero Max 7 and Eero's older mesh routers, as it features a cylindrical design as opposed to the more triangular shape Netgear used to use. As for ports, at the back of the main unit, there's a 10 Gbps WAN port, a 10 Gbps LAN port, and 4 2.5 Gbps LAN ports. Meanwhile, the satellites only have a single 10 Gbps port and two 2.5 Gbps ports. While we were impressed with the Orbi RBE973's performance, its 1-year warranty and 90 days of technical support fall a bit short when compared to the competition. Number 3. Netgear Nighthawk RS700S. A Wi-Fi 7 router that excels at middle distances. The Nighthawk RS700S is Netgear's equivalent of TP-Link's Deco BE800, and even though it may look like a unit from a mesh Wi-Fi system, it's actually a traditional Wi-Fi router. At $699, it comes in at the same price as the Archer BE900. For the price though, you get a sleek Wi-Fi 7 router that really excels at middle distances, where the competition falls short. In our testing, the Nighthawk RS700S was able to reach a maximum speed of 1.7 Gbps at a distance of 15 feet. Middle distances are where it really excelled. Where other Wi-Fi 7 routers saw significant speed dips, it was able to move 691 Mbps at 50 feet. Even at 90 feet though, it still managed download speeds of 40.6 Mbps, and the Nighthawk RS700S has a maximum range of 95 feet. At the back of the Nighthawk RS700S, you'll find a 10 Gbps WAN port along with a 10 Gbps LAN port, 4 gigabit Ethernet ports, and a USB 3.2 port. When it comes to the size of this device, it's about a third smaller than the Archer BE800, though still quite tall for a traditional Wi-Fi router. This tri-band device was also easy and quick to set up, and there are lots of configuration options available for those who really want to tweak things. One of the first traditional Wi-Fi 7 routers available, Netgear's Nighthawk RS700S is fast, capable, and has configuration options that others lack, but lacks the ability to link different data bands and is very pricey. Number 2. TP-Link Archer BE800. Wi-Fi 7 speeds in a unique form factor at a reasonable price. The Archer BE800 is TP-Link's first traditional router with Wi-Fi 7 support, but instead of going with the same tired old design, the company has done something completely different with its new V-Fold design language. The Archer BE800 is also relatively affordable for a Wi-Fi 7 router at $599, but if you're on a tight budget, you might want to consider the Archer BE550, which can be had for just $300. During our test, the Archer BE800 was able to reach speeds of 1.8 Gbps at a distance of 15 feet when using the 6 GHz band. The router itself has a maximum range of 115 feet, but we saw speeds fall to 335 Mbps at 50 feet, and at 90 feet, they bottomed out at 19 Mbps. When we tested how well the Archer BE800 could push a Wi-Fi signal through a wall, we saw speeds of 1.2 Gbps at a distance of 20 feet. Besides its unique design, the Archer BE800 has another trick up its sleeve in the form of a 3-inch monochromatic LED display that can show the weather, time, text, and even emojis. At the back of the device, though, you'll find two 10 Gbps ports. One can also be used as an SPF Plus fiber port, 4 2.5 Gbps Ethernet ports, and a USB 3.0 port. It's worth noting that if you like the look of this router but wish it had 2 screens, you're in luck, as the more premium Archer BE900 sports dual displays. Check out our Archer BE800 versus Archer BE900 face-off for more on this. With all the updates that Wi-Fi 7 brings to the Wi-Fi party, TP-Link's Archer BE800 is nothing short of the fastest and most capable traditional router available, at least for now. Number 1. Asus RT-BE96U. Blazing fast Wi-Fi 7 speeds in a sleek package. The Asus RT-BE96U is a blazing fast Wi-Fi 7 router and also the first device from Asus to incorporate the latest wireless standard. At $699, it's priced similarly to Netgear's Nighthawk RS700S, though it's $100 more expensive than TP-Link's BE800. For the price though, you're getting built-in security software thanks to Asus's A protection, and this Wi-Fi 7 router can act as both a VPN client and server. During our testing, the Asus RT-BE96U reached a max speed of 1.94 Gbps at a distance of 15 feet. In total, the router has a maximum range of 105 feet, and at a distance of 75 feet, we still saw speeds of 402.1 Mbps. The Asus RT-BE96U also performed well in our wall penetration test, where it had a download speed of 1.8 Gbps when our test laptop and the router were separated by a 25-foot room and a wall. The Asus RT-BE96U has a sleek all-black design with 8 antennas on top of the device, which can be repositioned and angled to push its signal further. On the back of the router, there are plenty of ports including a 10 Gbps and a gigabit WAN, a 10 Gbps and 3 gigabit LAN connections, as well as 2 USB 3.0 ports for moving data across your network. The Asus RT-BE96U is a worthwhile investment if you want an incredibly fast Wi-Fi 7 router that you'll be able to use for years to come. At $700, it'll be out of the price range of most, but if what you crave is top speed, the Asus RT-BE96U is worth it, even if you have to eat ramen dinners. With Wi-Fi 7, top speeds, excellent range, an extra layer of security, and 2 USB ports, Asus hits all the router checkmarks with the RT-BE96U. Too bad all those features add up to a $700 price tag.